Hello everyone. Today in this video we'll be discussing about lambda functions. So lambda functions are simpler way to write the functions. So if you are using any, like if you wanted to define any function for a very simple thing, then you can go for these lambda functions. Let's say like you wanted to return a function that will just multiply with 2 for the given input. Then you can use such lambda function. So you can write it as lambda. Here this tells that this is our input, and on that what we are performing this, and this is our output. Okay, like this our lambda function can be written. So let's execute this and see. So if you are passing 2 to it, so now this is considered the name of the function, and if you are passing 2, it will be returning us 4. And similarly, uh, if we are not having any arguments, then we can uh, like there is no need to mention anything over here. We can just give lambda and then colon, and then whatever you wanted to write in the function, then you can write it over here. I am writing print neuro slash. Okay, neurosplash. So if we execute this, it is printing this neurosplash. And similarly, you can pass some argument and print that as well. So here, if you observe, I am passing this neurosplash, so it will be printing that neurosplash. And similarly, you can perform something on the particular input. So if you observe, like in Python, there is a function called as sorted. If you are passing some value like x to that, it will return us the list that is sorted. So let's see, uh, we are passing this list to this lambda, and let's see what it will do. So here x is the input, and the output of the function should be sorted of x. Okay. So for such simple functions, no need to write def sort and then within brackets this x, all those. Within this one line of code, you can write this simply. And then if we see this, now if you observe, all these values in this got sorted. And similarly for multiplication, you can also pass this lambda function. So for multiplication, you need two values. So even you can pass two values like this by separating with them with comma, and then the result is x star y. Okay, so to this multiply, I'm passing two values. Let's see how it is doing. Okay, this is some raw thing. Let's changing to code and see. Yeah, now it is printing 50. Okay, like this our lambda functions will work. And there are three special functions, that is map, and then filter and reduce. So what these will do is, like map function, what it will do, it will take a function and also one iterable thing as input, and it will apply on each element of this iterable element. List is an iterable element, so let's see what there is in list. So on 1 2 3, all of these values, this function will be applied using map, and then we are converting it to list so that we can view the result. Okay, so let's execute this and let's see the result. So here if we see in this list, we are having all the like all these values multiplied with 2. Like this is 2, this is 4, for this 6, and for this 8, and for this 18, and for this 20. Like that, using map, we can apply some function on like all elements of some iterable element like list. Okay, so here we are taking this list and this function as argument, and it is applying on all of these elements. Okay, so map can be used when you wanted to apply some function on all the elements of the list, or all the characters of the string, or all the elements of tuple. In such cases, we can use this map function. Okay, similarly, here we are having only one argument. We can pass two values like this, and to this map we'll be passing those two values, and individually it will be taking x from this one and y from this one, and it will be multiplying those two values. We can write like this also in case of map function. Let's see. So here if we observe, in this it is from 1 to 9, and it is from 11 to 19. So 1 and 11 multiplication is 11, and 2 and 12 multiplication is 24. Similarly 9 and 19 multiplication is 171. So all those values are written in this list. So like this also we can pass. We can pass as many arguments as we want, and from like these should be of same size, okay? And each argument like this we have to pass, and on all those it will be applied this function, this particular function. Like how many extra iterable objects you are giving, those many inputs we should have in this function, okay? And after this there is filter function. In this filter function, what it will do is, will in filter also will be passing some lambda function. That lambda function with it will be resulting either true or false based on what, like if it is returning true, then only it will be keeping in the output list. If not, it will not be keeping us in the output list. So let's say I'm taking a list of range from 0 to 19, and we'll be having all these values. And I wanted to keep, if it is even, if odd, I wanted to remove this element. So I'm passing to the filter, I'm passing this function what it will return. If it is even, it will be returning as true. So x mod 2 double equal to 0, this will be either true or false, this value will be. So when each, like let's say 0 is even, in such case this function will return as true, and 3 is odd, in such case this function will be returning as false. So on each of these this will apply, and only even numbers will be considered in the final list. So if you see, only even numbers are considered over here. Similarly, there is a function reduce. This reduce function, what it will do, it will try to merge all these values into one particular value using uh, using some function, okay? Let's say uh, like reduce is not there directly, that's why from func tools we are importing this reduce. And to this also we'll be passing some function. Like in this function there are two arguments, and x and y, and we are passing a list with range, like this is range data type. So in this what will be there, 1 to 9 values will be there. So it will take like two values at a time, and it will be adding all those values, and finally we'll be getting the sum, okay? If we add up all the values till 9, we'll be getting the sum 45. And similarly, if we wanted to find something which is the greatest element in this list, then we can write some function like this. So to this function we are passing x and y, and we'll return x if x greater than y, else y, okay? Like this, what this function will do, it will take each two elements from this list, and it will finally get the greatest element out of the overall list. So let's see. So in this, the highest element is 903. It should return us 903. Yeah, it is giving us 903. Like this, reduce and filter and map will work. I hope you guys understood how the working of these and what are lambda functions. And if you guys have any doubts, you can comment down in the comment section, and I'll be helping you with those doubts. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you.